What's up, Ash?
Okay.
How you doing?
All right. How are you?
I'm chilling. I told Reg that like, yo, this is his review, so this is all him. I mean, he's leading on this. This is all him. I know people gonna be like, you didn't tell us you was doing this. This is all him. Even if I didn't say I was doing it and I wanted to talk about Patti LaBelle, they should still want to watch. I can't talk about hip hop all the time.
Right.
You know, I want to discuss other shit. This is great. Yep. Shit. I have to listen to the album again. I almost forgot. What up, Ronnie? I know Ronnie gonna show up because Ronnie's a true R&B head. He not some fair weather watching and shit, waiting for me to talk about hip hop all the damn time. Yeah, this is Reggie's review because we couldn't do it on Zoom last night, and his minutes are up on StreamYard. I don't know what that was. Well, that's a stupid rule for StreamYard though, but
Yeah.
you know, I think Reggie's just gonna have to like limit his episodes a month if he's on StreamYard. But this is all him. This is all Reggie's review. I'm just doing it because the homie, he's the homie and he needed this review done. So Ronnie, you listen to Patti LaBelle? What's your favorite Patti song? I'm gonna ask him a question. He always asking us some hard shit. NBA, the NBA decides to play, continue to play the playoffs right now. So what was the whole stoppage thing for one day? If they're gonna continue to play,
I don't know.
then that was dumb. Another hasty decision by the NBA. Ronnie can't give me a Patti LaBelle song. It's stumping him right now. But they decide to keep playing. Crazy. That makes no sense.
Right.
What do you think about this situation? You think they should have stopped?
I mean, I think the athletes in all the major sports right now wanted
Mhm.
to do that because they're tired of the police brutality among our people and so much injustice still going on, especially what happened to Jacob Blake. Now he
Right.
paralyzed from the waist down because of the cops shooting him 7 times in the back. I mean, that's crazy right there.
Right.
I feel like they want to use their platform to be voices of our generation. I commend them for that, but I don't know if because honestly, I wasn't sure whether they were just postponing it or canceling certain games or something because of it. I didn't know.
LeBron want that ring. That's what that's about. He can sit up there and talk about Black Lives Matter all he want. He really wants that title.
You really think that's what it is?
Yeah, I do. Why else would they continue to play? I mean, they didn't play no game yesterday, and then today they say, "Oh, well, we're going to continue to play in the playoffs." That makes no sense.
Right. I mean,
You
if
know
they
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
went like a whole week without doing games, I mean, that would have been a different story.
If you're gonna stop and not if you're gonna end the season, then end the season. Like don't you
Yeah,
just
that's what I
can't.
thought. That's what I thought we were going to end the season already, like now or what? I didn't know.
You just stop play for one day and then you say, okay, well, we gotta salvage the season. Let's play. So that I think that's what it is.
You think it was on them or the team owners or corporate or what?
Yeah, but I mean the owners don't step on that court and play. At the end of the day, it's the players. The players make the
Yeah,
league. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If they really wanted to stop play, they would have did it. The same way they fought for coming back and playing this season in the bubble and having the Black Lives Matter messages on their jerseys and stuff. They wanted that. So the same way they fought for that, why they could have fought for not playing for the rest of the season.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Like you stop one day of play, and then you go back and say, okay, well we're gonna continue to play. What was the big meeting for then? They had big breaking news on ESPN yesterday. Oh, the NBA stops play. They're back again today. So
It wasn't just them. I know Major League Baseball were doing it too, and
they was because I saw baseball last night. And this, I mean, maybe like one or two games got stopped. The Mets still played.
yeah, I think that's what it was. One or two baseball games didn't happen yesterday.
But I guess people don't care enough about black people getting gunned down in this country. You know, I don't know. I don't get that. Meanwhile, you have a white kid with a machine gun gunning down
Mm-hmm.
people that what I'm saying. They don't do nothing about that.
During a protest, yeah.
Right.
And someone and I was looking at a tweet by Sean King and yeah, he's right. I'm pretty sure that boy's mom needs to be arrested too because she drove him somewhere to purchase a gun, knowing good and
Right.
well he wasn't old enough to get it.
Exactly.
And that right there, that was in itself illegal.
I don't get that.
I don't get that either. I really don't understand shit like that. Like, and you know
Um,
what? They will probably end up going easy on that kid.
they did.
We
They
all
will.
know why.
They will.
Yeah,
Until
we all know
until this
why too.
country realizes that black people are not in the inferior race and
Yeah, we're not the
they're not
inferior
and
race.
that's when this shit will still keep going on.
Yeah.
You know,
They don't have
unfortunately.
the nerve to say us and other minority groups we're the inferior race, but that's not true.
What more are we supposed to do? Like we mind our business, going to the store, we get gunned down for wearing a hoodie.
Yeah,
We try to
we can't
stop.
even.
We try
Yeah,
to
we
come
can't.
to the rescue of somebody,
Yeah,
and then we get shot in the back. Like what else are we supposed to
yeah,
do?
yeah. I still can't get over that. I'm like, he was just breaking up a fight and going on about his day, but you had the nerve to shoot him 7 times in the back, and all three of his sons saw the whole thing. Y'all traumatized them boys for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
Like, really, what does that really say about y'all?
What more are we supposed to do? Like
And you
it's
know
come
what?
to the point where we can't even go. Like if you go outside the jog, you still getting gunned down by the cops
Yeah,
because you
that
went to.
I still can't get over that either. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
And you know what? Hey, Reg. Hey. Yeah, I hate to say it's not the uniform; it's the persons behind the uniform that's really doing a shitty job. Because the model's supposed to be protecting, serving. They ain't really protecting and serving us. So
are y'all talking about that whole shit with the Blake dude?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Jacob Blake. Yeah, and just pretty much everything in general. Like we can't do things that we used to do. Like we can't even go to a store without wearing a hoodie, without getting the gun down, or then thinking that we gonna rob or jack somebody or some other
Mm,
shit. And can't
right.
even go out for a jog. Can't even do this, that, and the third. Can't pretty much can't do shit.
No, that's what they want.
Cause it's like same old bullshit over and over again. That's why people are just fighting now and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I was just telling Try just now. Not all cops are bad. It's just the sorry ones that are in those uniforms that bring down the whole profession as a whole
But
down.
where are the good cops though? Because I don't see them. Like
Yeah,
when
and
anytime
you know what? You know what? You know what the crazy thing is? There was, I think, a story or two that I read about or watched a video about back either last year before last. There are a few good cops, but they end up getting fired for doing their actual jobs, what they're supposed to do to de-escalate situations so people won't get gunned down over some bullshit. I don't get the whole logic with that.
Me neither. That's
But
crazy.
y'all would have the nerve to have the crooked bad ones on y'all staff, but letting the good genuine ones who are doing what they're trained and supposed to do go. I don't get that.
Crazy.
It's so backwards to me.
No, Ronnie, I asked you, what's your favorite Patti LaBelle song?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He never did answer that question.
You still didn't tell us.
No, he didn't say what his favorite Patti song was.
I think Ronnie just wants to interview us. Is that what you want to do?
So guess what, y'all?
Yeah.
What?
Somebody requested me to review The Pink Print by Nicki Minaj. I'm just like, y'all, you gotta donate me for that one.
What?
That one and La Bella Mafia, which I was already playing a La Bella Mafia reviews at some point, but yeah, if you want that Nicki, you're gonna have to request me on that one, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to pay up for that.
Wow.
Like no shade, y'all. I don't mind doing the request, but y'all have to donate to the Patreon too.
Yeah, donate, do something, because a lot of people who requesting a whole lot of reviews, like I remember you were mentioning before, they requested, but the viewers don't be tuning in like that. I still don't get that.
Exactly. And I know sometimes I take too long with certain requests and stuff like that because I'm dealing with other stuff. But
yeah, I mean, you got other things going on, and you just don't be doing this all day. But
I remember Eric did that. Wait, he requested some album that we did, and he wasn't even there.
He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm sorry." I'm like, "Nigga."
Oh wow.
Like nigga. Hell, sometimes like no shade. Sometimes I don't even like some of the artists I review. Sometimes.
Like who?
Well, Lil Zane. Fuck.
Oh God, I remember you.
And
so Eric was correct for doing that because I would never do that.
Eric was the one who requested me to do that one too and shit.
Wait, did you watch that one?
I didn't watch that.
You watched that one?
I didn't watch it. I did not watch that one. Nope.
Man, that was like besides the black. Oh, and who requested the black review?
I don't even know. Who did that?
I think Ash mentioned it to me.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think I did do that. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. I didn't know it was gonna be that terrible for us to review. And
oh baby, bring it on to me. Should be like, oh baby, give my money back.
I'll admit, I think that was the only good song that they put out during that time.
Oh yeah.
But the other stuff, like the original version of 808, I did not like. I like the remix more than that.
Yeah, R. Kelly was the one who wrote the 808 song, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow, dang.
Yeah, R. Kelly.
Damn, man.
Low key, after Motown Month, I really want to talk about the second studio album, the self-titled, because niggas sleep on that album. I don't understand why. How can songs like You Remind Me of My Jeep, Tempo Slow, I mean, You to Be Happy? Come on, man.
Because it's R. Kelly, that's why.
But y'all always on 12 Plays dick like crazy.
Right.
Like, I love 12 Play, but every motherfucker try to do that album. It's like the Illmatic.
They overhyped that one up. They overhyped that one up.
Shit.
That's all that is.
It's miles better than 12 Play, the self-titled and shit.
You think so?
Better. Yeah. I've always thought that shit.
Oh.
Everyone's always on 12 Plays dick. Like, Trey Songz trying to make his own version. Chris Brown trying to make his own version. The Dream.
Trey Songz trying to do his own.
Trust me. If you guys listen to R&B, like, within 2010s, everyone tried to remake 12 Play. August Alsina.
Yeah. Okay. In hindsight, I do see what you're saying now. Because when I know Trey Songz, I guess, was blown up during the 2010s, it was like, oh damn. I really wasn't into Trey songs like that. Like a song or two would catch my attention, but his actual albums, I never got into them.
Trey Songz can actually sing. He can sing, but he does way too many collabs though.
I think it's not only that, but it's just like every song I be hearing is just
the same thing.
It's sex.
Yeah.
Nothing but sex.
Mm.
Like I want to hear something else, but besides that, I mean, damn.
Right.
Like before I begin, what the hell is LOL smiley face? LOL smiley face.
Oh,
like,
I remember that.
That trash ass song.
I don't even remember that song.
But it was catchy as fuck.
Like this is what R&B has come to. LOL smiley face. This is what R&B has come to. We went from Al Green, let's stay together, to guys groove me, to LOL smiley face. Oh gosh. But I'm ready whenever y'all are.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, everybody? Change of status. Welcome to Try's channel, but it's still my review. So your boy Reg in the building. My homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Got my homegirl Ash with me as usual. First lady.
What's good?
Alright, and the album that we are going to talk about today, and this was picked by you guys because this was the album that Try, you got the album too, bet. This was the album that y'all think about New Jack Swing. The first thing, Patti Labelle, Burnin, released in 1991 on MCA Records. I want to say the only singles that came from this album was Feels Like Another One featuring Big Daddy Kane, Somebody Loves You Baby, and When You've Been Blessed, Feels Like Heaven. Producers include Walter Afanasieff. I think I'm butchering his name, but he's Brazilian. Okay. He's known for his work with like Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Luther, and stuff like that. Then you have Michael Bolton. Okay. James R. Bud Ellison, Clarence Mcdonald, Sami Mckinney, Michael J. Powell, who if y'all know about Anita Baker, y'all should know that name. He did some of Anita's best shit. Stay tuned on some Anita reviews coming this fall. Buddy Sigler, who did some work with Gamble and Huff, and Michael Stokes. I literally almost like he was related to Chris Stokes. That's why I was like, oh damn, but never mind. Guest appearances include Big Daddy Kane, even though it's not credited on Wikipedia for some reason, but it is what it is.
It's credited, but at the bottom of the Wikipedia page when you put in the album title.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I find it to be so stupid.
Right. Because I'm going to say my thoughts on that. Gladys Knight. It's crazy how Patti and Gladys are on the same song. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Bolton.
Surprisingly.
Luther Vandross. And of course, Sarah Dash and Nona Hendrix from Labelle. Okay. So, how did y'all get into Patti Labelle? Because I'm kind of interested.
For me, just growing up and having my mom play, Labelle all around the house, and Patti's solo stuff, and I remember I used to remember her videos, when I was like really young. She had like the wild hairdos, and then when she used to perform on stage, she would like kick off her heels and all that, and I remember just different songs from movies like Running Scared. When I seen that movie with Billy Crystal and the late great Gregory Hines, and she did a song. She did it on my own, Michael Mcdonald, and I remember that song and the song Neutron Dance from Beverly Hills Cop. That was like one of my favorite Eddie Murphy films, and I remember songs like that, and just watching over the years, and as she started like coming out with her own pies and stuff, and I've always heard she was a great cook. You know what I'm saying? She used to cook for Prince, and you know, she's a legend. Like and then like yeah, like people sampling her stuff. Like they did the what's that joint? With Pink and um forgot the LaBelle song they did. But it was just like I just watched over the years and being familiar with her music and she's definitely a legend, definitely one of the best that's still doing it, and that was like really my introduction. I don't have like a favorite Patti album, but just like listening to her songs over the years and hearing like her albums and you know definitely first time I'm actually talking about any Patti LaBelle stuff, so it's definitely great.
Yes.
You know the song I'm talking about, right? The one that Pink and Maya was when and them was on.
Lady Marmalade.
Lady Marmalade.
Oh, right. Lady Marmalade, yeah. Just hearing that and that was a big hit when they did it over and yeah. So she definitely a legend. So I'm glad we're talking about
I agree.
Yeah, my introduction to Patti LaBelle pretty much came from my father. I know he used to have vinyls and cassettes, and I'm not sure if he had this album on vinyl or had it on cassette or whatever, but I remember my dad had a mixtape,
her.
and one of Patti's songs, "When You Talk About Love," that was the first Patti song I ever heard. Because whenever my dad and my mom, we would go on road trips, like go down to Georgia to see some of my family or whatever, that song would pop up, and that was my first time hearing a Patti LaBelle song. And then other songs I've heard, like "If You Ask Me To," "On My Own," and I know "Somebody Loves You, Baby." That was one of the songs I heard on the radio when I was like very young, as well as recently I heard "When You've Been Blessed" on the radio a couple of times as well. And I know I remember when the cover of Lady Marmalade was done by Pink, Maya, Christina Aguilera, and Lil' Kim. I know that was a big song back then, but at that time I didn't know it was a cover of LaBelle's song. But yeah, I also remember Patti being Dwayne Wayne's mom on A Different World. I remember that.
Right. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, she was funny on that. Yep.
Shake
Yeah.
it, shake it, baby.
But yeah, that was yeah, but this is my first time ever actually listening to a full on Patti LaBelle album.
Okay. All right. To me, believe it or not, I think the first time I heard from Patti, what got me into it was a track "If Only You Knew," which
Mm.
one of those R&B songs that gets over covered and people over singing it.
Right.
Uh,
But that track right there is just like one of her signature tracks, in my opinion. Just a timeless track, and just seeing her live performances too, and stuff like that. I've always like was a big Patti fan and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I first heard about this album and stuff, like I knew that she went New Jack Swing, and I want to say like this was like post the when she had like her comeback period, which I'm gonna explain that in a minute. Just like one of her biggest albums and stuff. So I was like, you know what, let me check this shit out though. You know what I'm saying? But like you know how we always do, just introduce who Patti LaBelle is. Because believe it or not, there's still people who don't even know. Believe it or not.
Right.
Um,
mhm.
so Patti LaBelle was a singer born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know, she pretty much, was growing up and she was living with her parents, and her parents had she didn't have a good she didn't have like a good childhood growing up due to like abusive relationship between her parents, and stuff like that. And so, she got her first singing group, the Ordettes, after she won a talent competition in high school. And so, with that being said, the Ordettes included like three members: Sarah Dash, Nona Hendricks, and Cindy Birdsong. Now, you guys should know the name Cindy Birdsong because she was the one who replaced Florence Ballard in the Supremes and stuff like that. Y'all should know who that is. And rest in peace, Florence Ballard, by the way. And so they pretty much reformed themselves as like Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. And they had some hits throughout the whole '60s and stuff like that. And so pretty much, after like Cindy Birdsong left the group to join the Supremes, they got dropped from Atlantic Records and stuff like that. And so that's when they signed to Warner Music Infinite Track, and that's when they regrouped as LaBelle. And so they had like a whole new style change because they were combining like psychedelic soul and rock and soul, like psychedelic soul and rock and stuff like that with their music and things of that nature. And pretty much, it really like the outfits that they were wearing at the time was like reminiscent of like what David Bowie and Elton John was doing, that whole glam rock style and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so fast forward to 1971, they dropped their debut, their self-titled debut album. But I've never really heard any of their albums besides the Nightbirds album, which I'm gonna talk about and stuff. And then fast forward to 1972, they dropped the Moonshadow, excuse me, the Moonshadow album, which pretty much that was when they really like started updating their sound and stuff like that. And so, but here's the thing: those early albums, including the third album, Pressure Cooking, was not commercial successes. So they ended up re-signing to Epic Records, and they dropped the classic album Nightbirds, which
Mm.
has single Lady Marmalade and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just to let you know, if y'all have not seen them perform that shit live during their prime, check that shit out because they always kill it, in my opinion. That's like one of the most funkiest albums I've ever heard, and like that, way ahead of its time, in my opinion. And give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so that was like one of their most funkiest albums, and believe it or not, they actually released two more albums, Phoenix and Chameleon. Now it wasn't as successful as Nightbirds, but at the same time, they still got their name out there. And so what ended up happening was they had like a lot of personal difficulties with one another, and from what I looked up, Nona Hendrix actually had like a nervous breakdown backstage, and they officially broke up in 1976. And so Patty, she signed a solo deal with Epic Records, and she dropped a self-titled debut album in 1977, which I didn't hear that. I never heard that album and stuff like that, but it kind of had like a few disco-ish tracks from what I looked up. And after I dropped like four albums and Epic, she signed to
Hmm.
Philadelphia National Records, excuse me. And she dropped her first album called The Spirit in It, and stuff. At first, I thought the I'm in Love Again, which was her second album on Philadelphia. I thought that was her first album, but The Spirit in It appeared to be her first album. Also, that same year, in 1982, she appeared on a Broadway musical, Your Arms Too Short to Box with God. She appeared alongside Al Green, and the song "The Best Is Yet to Come" from that actually got her a Grammy nomination and stuff like that. So fast forward to 1983, she dropped her breakthrough album "I'm in Love Again," which that's like one of my all-time favorite albums from her because it has the classic "If Only You Knew," "Love, Need, and Want You," which you guys know Nelly and Kelly Rowland sampled that for the Dilemma track.
Hmm.
Which I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty dope sample, but they overplayed that Nelly and Kelly Rowland song to death. Even when I was little, I remember that song. Like I know they had to rush to release Kelly Rowland's album because of that, but that's another story for a different day. And she was still having some hits and stuff like that. Fast forward to 1984. This is when I say her comeback modern period happened, when she appeared on a soundtrack for Beverly Hills Cop and had a song "New Attitude" and "Stir It Up," which
Still
New
love that.
Attitude,
Yep.
love track, man. That was like her signature song. 1985, she appeared on the Motown Returns to the Apollo. Stay tuned on that review coming soon, though. Stay tuned. And the same way, in my opinion, this might be a controversial. The same way Michael stole the show with Motown 25, the same way Patti stole the show in both Return to the Apollo and even the Live Aid. But at the same time, she also had like some flack because this is around the time a lot of people was just like Patti likes to over sing,
Mhm.
stuff like that. And I know a lot of people don't like Patti LaBelle because of that, because even when she was singing the song "You Are So Beautiful" with Joe Cocker, she was, how she like, "You are," like, how Patti does it. Yeah, you can't not never be on stage with Patti and stuff like that. And so she also had her own television special that same year, which I remember I saw some of it when I was watching Get TV, and I think Luther appeared on that special too. I never seen the whole special, so but it's on YouTube somewhere. And around that time too, she finished her deal with Philadelphia and signed with MCA, where she dropped her best-selling solo album, "The Winner in You," which has the track "On My Own." Love, love,
I
love
love
that
that
song.
song.
The video was amazing. I love the video too. Um, she also dropped her 1989 album "Be Yourself," which it had that one track written by Prince called "Yo Mister." And around that time too, in 89, 90, like Ash mentioned, she appeared on A Different World as Dwayne Wayne's mother. Which, let me just tell y'all this: Patty and Diane Carroll playing Dwayne and Whitley's mother, respectively,
Right.
funny as shit, in my opinion. If y'all have to see one episode of Different World, if y'all have to see one episode, watch the one where they both met and they almost had to fight at the den. Oh, that's like one of my top 5 favorite episodes from Different World, in my opinion. And the success of that also had made her also have her own sitcom called Out All Night, which,
I
stay
remember that.
tuned. Yeah, you remember that. That had Morris Chestnut, Vivica A. Fox, Dwayne Martin.
I haven't
Stay
seen
tuned
that
when
in forever.
you said what?
I haven't seen that in decades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they have the whole show on YouTube too.
Right.
So yeah, man. Yeah, that was a pretty funny show.
Yeah.
It's just a shame it only ran for one season, but
yeah.
yeah,
Right.
you know how NBC is with black sitcoms at times. But that's another story.
Mhm.
Um, and so fast forward to the early '90s. She was still doing her thing, and that's when she came out with this album, Burnin. Yeah, you can never have an album called Burnin this day and age. Because people might think what you burning and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know how
That's
niggas leave shit. So, and it's crazy too because this album also made history because
Mhm.
it won the 1992 Grammy Award for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance, and it
Right.
was tied with the Lisa Fisher song. I want to say the song "Been Around the World."
Oh
Y'all know
wow.
Oh,
that?
Lisa Stansfield.
Yeah, no. Scratch that. How can I ease the pain by
Oh.
Lisa
oh,
Fisher? Love that track, but it's kind of weird though because the Grammys back in that time, they used to have albums and songs nominated with one another. I never understood that, but
Yeah.
mm,
yeah. But at the same time, I love that Lisa Fisher. I love Patti LaBelle and stuff like that. So this is the album cover right here.
Yes.
Pretty sexy album cover. I've always loved. I always thought she was a very attractive lady and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Biggie thought so too.
saying? You said what?
I said Biggie thought so too.
Yo, I told you the story about how Patty stepped up to Big and shit like that.
No, she tried to get with Biggie.
No.
Oh,
Okay, so that song "Just Playing in Dreams" pretty much offended a lot of female singers and rappers or whatever. And Patty didn't like it, and she had some goons, and she stepped to Biggie and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
yeah, I might do a beat episode about that "Just Playing Dream" song one day. I might do that because
Okay.
I think I know that one of the girls from Escape has some issues with Biggie too about that. So you know, it has some of the lyrics and stuff too. This album.
Well, see, in the booklet they give Big Daddy Kane credit, so Wikipedia is just wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I said, when I looked on the Wikipedia page, it had on the notes below saying, yeah, features rap by Big Daddy Kane, and then features Luther Vandross as one of the backing vocalists for one of the other songs we want to get into.
Yeah, but this album has 10 tracks with 2 bonus tracks and stuff like that. Cause Crazy, I think Temptation and Crazy Love are bonus tracks on the CD and LP and stuff like that. So
we're not making love anymore. That's a bonus.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's a bonus on the CD too. It is Temptation and We're Not Making Love Anymore.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, appreciate that. I didn't even know that track was a bonus track. But okay.
You did that.
All right, so let's hit it. Track number 1, Feels Like Another One, featuring Big Daddy Kane. Kane was just collaborating with every soul artist around this time, so but at the same time, I felt like he stole the show with this track right here. Definitely a nice track, you know, her getting to the whole New Jack Swing style and stuff like that. Definitely a very dope track. There's a video of this song too when she performed it on tour.
I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, man, very dope video and stuff. And yeah, and like I said, you know, I always I respect and love Big Daddy Kane, but the Taste of Chocolate era, I always give him flack for, but at the same time, it's all like jokes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Kane had this one line where he says, "I'm lost in the sauce by the force that I can't pause. When I come across the open doors that were yours, it's uncontrollable whenever I'm holding you. With a love that I feel as good with go with you." Like I always love that his rap and stuff like that. And you can tell they were having fun in the studio and stuff like that when they were doing this track. So very, very dope track right here. I love it.
Yeah, definitely a great way to start the album off. Nice New Jack Swing beat. I like the horns and it is real up tempo. The bass line was dope. You know, I never thought I would hear Big Daddy Kane with Patti LaBelle, but it was a nice combination, and he had like about 2 verses on this song as well, and he definitely killed it. You know, Patti with her nice vocals definitely killed it. The background vocals was dope, and I saw the video yesterday for the first time, and you know, he had on like a black and gold suit or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kane. I think I still believe I love Kane, but I think doing these type of collabs like really hurt his image. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't see Rakim doing that. You didn't see Fuji Rap doing that. You know, Huh?
Rakim did a song with Jody Watley though, so.
Yeah, but friends. But that was dope though. That was, you know what I'm saying. He didn't do it often. Like I think Kane was chasing the radio too often with these type of R&B songs, and you know, like he did get a lot of flack. Like, you know, like KRS One. People forget KRS One did a song with All Young back then when it was uncool to do songs with like alternative bands like that. So, but I just felt like Kane he went to the R&B road one too many times and ended up drowning his career. But I actually like this song. I thought it was a dope song, and you know, Patti tapping into her hip hop roots for this one. So I think it was a great song.
I agree.
Yeah, Feels Like Another One was a great way to start the album. I never thought in a million years that Patti would do a song featuring Big Daddy Kane. that was surprising to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have that, of course, that New Jack Swing sound. Of course, that was big at the time, and everything about it just fit so perfectly between Kane doing his thing and then Patti singing on the track. It just blended together.
Man.
Yeah, I definitely see what y'all saying about that. Next track, Somebody Loves You, Baby. Do you know who it is?
Mm,
Believe it or not, this is actually my favorite track off this album.
same.
Okay. Crazy story. You'll never believe who got me into listening to this song and shit.
Well,
Fucking Plies.
Plies? Oh gosh.
Because when I was little, Plies was pretty big, like 07, 08, before Instagram, like that.
Man.
And he had a song called, I think Somebody Loves You, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I heard that sample for the first time,
Right.
and I'm just like, that's a nice sample and stuff like that. Now, then years later,
Right.
I was just YouTube browsing and stuff like that. I was YouTube browsing and stuff like that, and I heard this song. I was like, where have I heard this song before? Then it hit me like, oh, fucking Plies.
Right.
Sample this track and shit like that. Yeah, man. Crazy thing how Plies and Patti Labelle just bridge the gap between that song. But anyway, yeah, this is a very dope song and stuff like that. I consider it to be one of her signature songs too. Like whenever she hits that vocal like that, oh, and then she starts singing, like the vocal dynamics on this album too is amazing. Instead, like lines like it happened so suddenly. I woke up one morning with you on my mind. No matter what I did, couldn't stop thinking about you. Wanted instant replay of yesterday. Like so fucking dope. Chilling lines right there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I consider this to be definitely like again a very dope track. Love the video. Also, check out the Soul Train performance of this song and stuff like that because Patti never lip synced on Soul Train one bit. Just to let y'all know. So. And yeah, that was a very dope performance and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, check that shit out if y'all want to check.
Yeah, definitely. I always remember like my mom playing this a lot when I was little. Definitely a powerful ballad, nice, beautifully sung by Patti, and you have the piano starting off the song, and it's a nice beat once the beat comes in and the bass line. And that's a beautiful song, definitely a classic Patti LaBelle song. One of my favorite tracks on the Burnin album.
Yeah, Somebody Loves You. This has had to be one of the earliest songs I've heard too. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't know if my dad had this album on vinyl or had it on cassette or what, but I remember hearing it one day when he was playing music around the house, and I was very young at the time, but I didn't know who it was, and yeah, and I was hearing my dad sing it too. But yeah, it's just one of those songs that really just tugs at your heartstrings, pretty much. It's just so melodic, and the range that Patti has while singing it definitely blows me away as well. And it's whew, just a timeless classic.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, man. Like, and it's crazy too because like people don't really. A lot of people, I feel like they know about this track because of how much times it was sampled and stuff like that. Because when people talk about Patti, they always say "If Only You Knew," "New Attitude," "Lady Marmalade," "Over the Rainbow," but you rarely hear people mention this track right here. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, I consider this to be like one of her signature tracks. I feel like it's a cult favorite among a lot of people. So,
Yeah.
classic. Then you have "When You Love Somebody, I'm Saving My Love for You." At first I thought this was like a sequel track because it was just like the title was similar to the last one, but yeah, this is another solid track right here. Continuing on with like the the ballads of this whole fucking album and stuff like that. Yeah, I pretty much thought it was a solid track.
This is the one with Luther?
No. That's the one with Luther's "We're Not Making Love Anymore." He did back up with that one.
Mm-hmm.
How come I thought "We're Not Making Love Anymore" was a Michael Bolton?
It is.
No. Yeah, "We're Not Making Love Anymore" is a duet with Michael Bolton, but Luther did backup vocals on that one. Oh wait, actually,
no.
You right.
Background vocals for this one.
I thought Luther was on track 3.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. all these damn titles are like similar as fuck. To be honest with you, like somebody loves you when you love somebody. We're not making love anymore. Like Patti, we get it. I love you, but we get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of titles with the word love in it.
Yeah.
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 I thought it was a good song, nice melodic track, and the beat was nice, and the keyboards on here, and Patti singing, "You'll be with me in my heart and always on my mind until we're together. I'm saving my love," and just a beautiful song, and having Luther on it as well. Legend, rest in peace to Luther Vandross, and definitely a dope song.
Yeah. When you love somebody, I'm saving my love for you. Yeah, it was a very beautiful song. I really thought this was like a continuation of track 2, to be honest with you, because I'm like, the titles do sound similar.
Right.
Yeah, because it kind of confused me a little bit. Like, wait, what? But it was a beautiful song, of course. But then when I was listening to it and hearing the background vocals, at first I didn't realize it was Luther until I heard it like at least the second or third time. I'm like, oh shit, it is Luther. Okay. I wasn't expecting to hear him on this album though, but I kind of wish she would have done a song with him on this album though, even though he did backing vocals. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I know Luther started off as a background vocalist, but you had Luther as a background vocalist in this day and age. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Next track we got is "I Don't Do Duets," duet with Gladys Knight. It's kind of crazy. Almost every song on this album is a fucking
duet, right?
I
noticed that.
Yeah, man. Gladys Knight, another legend right there, stuff like that. The Empress of Soul, in my opinion. Very, very, I like the song too. And stuff like it's like a very like tender song between two legends, very humbling song I can consider. And I pretty much want to say they were both equally was dope on this song. I couldn't pick favorite between anybody in my opinion. So I feel like it was solid.
Really nice collab with another legend, Gladys Knight. Nice beat, the saxophones was nice on here. I think, I don't know. To me, listening to the song, it felt like Patti was trying to overshadow Gladys. To me, I don't know. That's the feeling I got. Like I don't feel like Gladys got enough like vocals in on the song. But they talking about like meeting Mr. Wrong and not every time that they were in a relationship it ended up going bad. They get their hopes up and it wasn't what they thought who they thought the guy was gonna be. And I thought it was a nice song. And Patti talking about she's not gonna do duets, she's not gonna do another relationship unless it's worth it. And I thought it was a great song. I just felt like I don't know, for some reason I felt like Patti was trying to overshadow Gladys. So Gladys don't steal the show. I think maybe that's why we didn't get like Luther. We only got Luther on the background vocals for the last song, because Luther Vandross was a great singer, and he might have overshadowed Patti on her own shit too. So I think maybe that's what it was, but I could be wrong. That's just the feeling that I got. But definitely a nice duet.
I find it so ironic that she has a song titled "I Don't Do Duets," but end up having
exactly.
with Gladys.
Right.
That's so ironic though. But
Yeah.
it was a beautiful track, but for some reason there were moments in the song where I did feel that Patti did, I guess, overshadow Gladys a little bit as well. So, Try, you weren't the only one who was feeling that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because like that, in rap especially that happens. You don't want you seen that in rap where I feel like Eminem had the best verses on Renegade over J Zone, but people might feel differently. You know what I'm saying? Or even on 1421, I feel like somebody like DMX or Cannabis could have stole the show on that track. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know. I just got that feeling, but I could be wrong. But I thought it was still a good duet though.
Yeah, it was still a good one as well. Did they ever do another one together, or this was the only one?
As far as I know, I think this is the only one. As far as I know.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the next track is "Temptation." This one is a cover track of the Martika's song from the album Martika's Kitchen. I don't know too much about Martika. Wasn't she the one that made that song Toy Soldiers, right?
I believe she did, yeah. But that's the one that Eminem sampled. Eminem sampled that
Yeah.
for Encore. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty solid track. It's like a little New Jack Swing shit right here. Very, very dope track vocally and stuff like that. I definitely fuck with this track as a whole.
What part of Toy Soldier she sampled though?
That step by step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this is a dope song. Definitely one of my favorites on the album. It has like a nice New Jack Swing beat, nice bass line, horns, and Patty singing about being tempted, to get with a friend, and obsessing over him, but she had to hold her composure, and she says, we've tried to be just friends, but you're feeling like I do, so don't pretend, and it's just one of them tracks where like if you're a woman, you gotta have that person that you want to get with, and they might be playing around, or you might feel like it's not a good idea, so I think it was on a great track.
Right.
Yeah, Temptation. Yeah, it was pretty. It was a pretty good track. Very upbeat, New Jack Swing sound, and I did not know this was a cover, but and then too, I'm not really familiar with Martika either.
Yeah,
So
that came out in the '80s. That's an '80s joint.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was way before my time. Okay, yeah. But overall, this is a very good track. I'm surprised this wasn't like a promo single or something. I mean, imagine if she would have done a music video for this. Yeah, yeah, that would have been dope. Yeah, it's another favorite of mine off this album as well as Somebody Loves You and It Feels Like Another One.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying and stuff like that. I guess because like with Martika's label and stuff, I guess that could make sense a little bit.
Right.
Track number 6, When You've Been Blessed, Feels Like Heaven. This was co-written with Nona Hendrix and Ellison and Nathaniel Wilkie. This pretty much is like a little gospel track that I feel like reflects back to her roots and stuff like that. And I pretty much appreciate the song for what it is and stuff. And I like the fact how she got back together with the old Labelle members with this album too and shit too. So very dope shit.
Yeah, this was a nice ballad, nice pianos, nice keyboards on it. Patty singing in the role of superheroes, in the role of weak and strong, in a sea of have and have nots. I survived the raging storm, and just a real powerful song, and Patty sang it beautifully, and talking about you've been blessed to be lit, even be breathing. Some people take life for granted, and just waking up every day is a blessing, and you shouldn't take that for granted. So I definitely like this one.
Yeah, When You've Been Blessed, definitely, it really does. Like Reg mentioned, it does take her back to her gospel roots when she first started out. And it really is a very uplifting track because, I mean, some people who don't realize how blessed they are or end up taking it for granted or don't feel like they've been blessed, but in hindsight, you really are. That's what I got out of the song, man. Bless you. Yeah, and vocally, she killed it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you vocally. Track number 7, love this track. Burning, the fire is still burning for you. Oh my god. Again, another track where it shows off a dynamic as a vocalist. Like I love that burning, burning chorus and stuff like that. Nice little beat. I really wish this was a single too, because definitely could have been a dope single and stuff like that too. So I love this track.
Yeah, this was nice. Nice. I like the drums on this. Nice. Definitely nice, great title track for the album, and fitting with the whole theme of the album. And yeah, she sang it. She killed it. Definitely sang it beautifully. Very solid track.
Yeah, burning, the fire is still burning for you. I'll admit that I had mixed feelings hearing this track. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I felt that it was too long or what it was. I don't know. I just really couldn't give this song a chance. Even though vocally it was good, but the song overall, I just really wasn't feeling it like that. Even though it's the title track.
Respect. Definitely respect. I definitely see what you're saying about that track too. So track number 8, I Hear Your Voice. Believe it or not, this was actually co-written by Prince and Rosie Gaines and stuff
Oh,
like that.
And he played on it
Yeah.
too.
You said what?
He did the guitar parts on it.
Exactly. He also has the unreleased version of this track too, because you know how Prince is.
Right, of course.
I have yet to hear that version. So, um, it's a solid track in my opinion. I admit it's not like one of my all-time definitive favorites when it comes to like how Prince and Rosie like co-wrote and stuff like that. But at the same time, I appreciate it for what it is. Prince and Patty go way back and stuff too. So definitely a solid track for what it is. It's nice to see Rosie at least getting some shine. One of my all-time underrated Prince affiliates, in my opinion. She fucking made that whole Diamond and Pearls album. Vocally.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially
Yes.
on that title track too. Definitely.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, man. It's a shame she left after that fucking one album and stuff like that, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, this was a good track. Melodic, like the guitars by Prince. Nice beat, real sinister melody, dark melody for that. And Patty singing. I remember just like it was yesterday. I woke up in the bed and you were gone. Didn't even want to get myself up out of bed, yet alone I didn't want to carry on. And just I can hear Prince when she's singing it. Like you could tell he wrote it, and he probably would have pulled it off just as great, if not better. And I like the guitar solo by Prince at the end of the song. That was definitely nice to hear. Rest in peace to Prince, a legend. Definitely one of my favorites on this album as well.
I hear your voice. Yeah, it's definitely a good track. I had no idea that Prince even had any involvement with it whatsoever until yeah, me definitely hearing the track, especially during the guitar parts of it. But yeah, overall it was a pretty dope collab between Prince and Patty, and yeah, rest in peace to them.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And they were good friends. I remember she was on a Sunny Hall episode, and she was talking with Sunny about like cooking for Prince, and people feel like he doesn't eat, but he eats like everything or whatever. That was cool. Like, they were best friends, so definitely was great to hear him on her album.
Yeah. One more thing. If you guys are a fan of this Love Sexy album, I think Patti and Prince did a version of the song Positivity and stuff like that. So check that shit out.
Is that unreleased or that's on the Love Sexy album?
Unreleased.
Oh, it's unreleased.
Yeah. Oh boy. Next track, We're Not Making Love Anymore, featuring Michael Bolton. I'm just gonna be upfront. I'm sorry. I never cared for Michael Bolton.
Right.
I just don't like that whole smaltzy adult contemporary sound in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
I never was really a fan of that shit. Like, and this was a cover of a Barbra Streisand song.
No.
Who I admit can sing. Barbra Streisand can sing, but she's not like a go-to artist I'll listen to like that. But,
Right.
so this is like my least favorite song off this album. I'm sorry, not sorry, but and I just felt like it was an awkward collab between the two. Like you have Patti, and then you have Michael Bolton. Like, Jesus Christ. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, he's a good singer. I never listened to any of his albums. I do remember him on the he was on the Kid Cudi Indica album though, because he did a song with Kid Cudi. Yeah,
What?
I forgot. Yeah. Indica. I forgot the name of the song, but he's on the Indica album.
Wow.
I remember that song being dope. That was actually a dope song. Like to hear Kid Cudi with Michael Bolton, that was actually a dope song. But yeah, I mean, it was a cool ballad. Like to hear, like again, like to hear like a great singer like Patti and Michael Bolton together. But I mean, I never gravitated to his music. But I know him. Like my mom has a lot of his stuff. But he's a dope singer. I just never like gravitated to his music. But it was cool. Another duet that she talked about. She don't do duets, but she got like duets on here. So
yeah. We're Not Making Love Anymore. I had no idea this was even a cover for Barbra Streisand. That's news to me. But I never really expected Patti to do a collab with Michael Bolton. I'm not familiar with his work, nor have I listened to any of his albums. The only song I remember hearing him do was for the Hercules movie soundtrack, "Go the Distance." I'll admit that was good on his part there. But other than that, I agree with Reg. Like this collab, it just seemed unreal to me. I don't know whether it was Patty's idea or if Michael gave her a call like, oh, I want to be on your album or something. I don't know how it worked and all that, but vocally, I mean, they killed it. But I don't consider this as a favorite of mine.
And the name of this song they do with Kid Cudi is called "Afterwards Bring Your Friends." It's Kid Cudi with Michael Bolton and King Chip.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was a dope song. I actually like that song though.
Was that like
That's
the
crazy
first he collaborated with?
Well, and I don't know because I don't follow Michael. I remember hearing a song he did that Jermaine Dupri did a remix for.
What?
Like, yeah, wait, I'm gonna send you that because I don't know the name of that, but I remember hearing that on YouTube like years ago.
Oh man!
And but like I don't follow Michael Bolton, but like that's the first hip hop collaboration that I know of Michael Bolton doing with anybody. You know?
Yeah, because like I said before, it's like I remember in Living Color, man, they did this one skit when a man needs to hit record or some shit like that. With
I remember that. Yeah.
It's like whenever they need to go after a white artist who's infiltrating like our culture, just go to Jim Carrey.
Right.
Man.
But Jim Carrey killed it in that performance.
And that Indica album came out in 2013. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of that album. Like I heard a few tracks, I was like,
I like Kid Cudi's some of his stuff. I don't like all his albums, but like Indica and Man on the Moon, I love those albums.
Yeah, Man on the Moon, his first two albums, I do like.
Yes. We should definitely discuss him. I definitely want to discuss Kid Cudi because he's always been a different lane from Drake and J. Cole and them. So.
But at the same time, yeah. Track number 10, Release Yourself, featuring Labelle. Very dope track right here. Very good track. Like I said before, I've always liked it when Labelle got back together just for this album and stuff like that. You know, it's like the Supremes never got back together, and yeah, Labelle getting back together and shit. Nona Hendrix sounded good as ever on this and shit like that. Well, I've always considered to be very underrated, if you ask me. So yeah, very very dope track. I love it.
Yeah, this was a dope track. Great to hear LaBelle back again, and had a nice beat, little funky track, nice horns on it. Definitely a solid cut.
Yeah, I'll admit, Release Yourself is definitely a favorite of mine, and what a change up from the previous track. Yeah. I even though I haven't listened to like any of LaBelle's albums or anything, just for them to be back together on Patti's project, it's something amazing. Because I mean, they all blew me away on this track.
Right.
Was this a single or no?
It wasn't a single, but they did have a video for it.
Oh wow.
Because Patti dropped a live album the next year called like Live at the Apollo, and she had some songs from this album and some classics she performed there and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Yeah, overall, this is definitely a favorite track of mine on here too.
Yeah, I agree and shit. We definitely need to talk about Nightbirds one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that one. Just to let y'all know, the next two tracks, Love Never Dies and Crazy Love, I'm just gonna have the same opinion. I felt like it was pretty solid tracks that showed her gentle vocal ability and stuff like that. Because I just feel like I don't really have that much of a strong opinion with those two songs, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Love Never Dies, definitely a funky track, real melodic. Patti singing. Sometimes I catch myself talking to you as if you're standing here. Sometimes I shed a tear, and she's talking about death and missing loved ones, and everybody could definitely relate to that song, and you might be grieving a loved one to the point where you just start talking and feel like they right in the room with you, and definitely like that song and message in it. It's a dope song.
Yeah.
Love Never Dies is a song that resonates with a lot of people who have experienced loss and tragedy in their lives, and myself included. I've experienced loss as well, and yeah, it just really speaks to a lot of people, and I definitely get the message of it. Pretty much saying like, even though they're not physically with us, their spirit still remains with us. Yeah, even though we may not realize it in some shape or form, they do. That's what I got. So.
Okay, I feel you on that. Yeah, y'all can go about Crazy Love. I'll pretty much say my opinion on that.
Crazy Love was cool. Nice ballad, nice pianos on there. Nice way to end the album off on a real quiet storm type of vibe. I enjoyed it. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, Crazy Love was a good way to end off the album. Even though it's not a favorite of mine, it was a pretty solid track.
Definitely. All right, and that's all the time we have for Burnin. Overall, I felt like this was a pretty solid album in my opinion. I definitely felt like she definitely. It's kind of crazy because she definitely like entered the New Jack Swing era strong and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy too how Michael Jackson did Dangerous album, did the whole Dangerous album too, and he kind of went for that New Jack Swing sound and stuff like that too. But I felt like Patti definitely still had that R&B tone with it with her style. Besides the one with Michael Bolton, I feel like every track is pretty much a winner with this album and stuff. Vocally, she was as strong as ever, in my opinion. And yeah, I love this album, definitely. I'm gonna give this probably like a 4.5 out of 5. I feel like it's a fairly strong album,
Right.
and I definitely feel like it doesn't get the props it deserves when it comes to like a lot of Patti albums and stuff. So I want to say this album's out of print, but don't quote me on that because you can still find it for cheap.
Definitely a solid album, and having Patti have her ballads that she was known for, and she has the voice for those ballads, and having having a Labelle on there with her, and Michael Bolton and Gladys, legendary collab she did, Luther Vandross, and having Prince being featured on the song, and Big Daddy Kane, love those songs. And definitely solid album. Patty's a legend. Definitely I'll give it a 4.5. And it was a great balance of New Jack Swing and mid tempo and price point balance.
I'll admit this is my first time hearing a Patti Labelle album fully, and I'll admit it's a very incredible album. And like what Trey was saying, it does have the balance between the New Jack Swing sounding tracks along with the ballads, and then to not only that, just the guest appearances on this album alone, a lot of them blew me away, and a few caught me by surprise. Like I don't do duets with Gladys Knight, and then having Luther on the backing track for track 3 that we went over, and I was a little shocked when about that one track. We're not making love anymore with Michael Bolton, and then I was a little impressed with the first track with Big Daddy Kane. That was surprisingly good.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to rate this album 4.5 out of 5.
Okay, bet, definitely.
And speaking of Prince, I just got the notification on this channel that the official Prince podcast is doing an 8-part series about the story of Sign of the Times and the making of it.
Oh shit!
And they're gonna be talking about like how he wrote and recorded enough material to last 5 separate albums. Broke up with his band. He broke off his engagement. Who was he engaged to at that time?
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say either Susanna, Wendy's sister, or Sheila E. But I could be wrong.
Right. He broke off his engagement when he was working on the album, and the album is like a generation-defining album about pandemics, political tension, and limitless possibilities of Black artistic expression. And the first episode is going to be called "It's going to be a Beautiful Night." Brings him into the studio with the Revolution and Atlanta Bliss, Eric Leeds, Suzanne Rogers, Darren Prince's exploratory Dream Factory, period. And it's going to feature previews of the Vault tracks Power, Fantastic, All My Dreams, In a Large Room with No Light, Visions, and Colors, the solo guitar performance by Wendy Melvin. So, go to the Prince YouTube channel, but they got episode 1 up now. So go to the official Prince YouTube channel for that.
I bet. I can't wait to watch that. I feel like Sign of the Times.
It's audio. They said it's audio. I don't think it's visual. It's an audio 8-part series they're doing about the album.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stay on the air for a couple more minutes before I make some phone calls and shit. But yeah, this album is crazy and shit, man.
I'll send you the link for this episode.
Okay.
After we done. Ronnie said, "What y'all think about Winning and You album?"
I never heard the album before, to be honest with you.
Is that Patti?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Ronnie, you asking us questions and you only answer one question of mine, yo. He said, "What's your favorite R. Kelly album?"
I just said self-titled.
Oh, self-titled. What's your favorite song from the Michael Jackson Dangerous album?
I got a lot of favorites off that album.
Favorite song? Remember the Time. I love that.
I'm gonna go with possibly "Can't Let Her Get Away."
I love that one too. That was a good song.
If I had to pick just one favorite off that Dangerous album, I'd say Jam.
Yes, another joint. Love that.
I heard he went after Jermaine Jackson on that song, but I could be wrong.
Whoa! He went after his own brother on that.
Yo,
Well,
you know what we was talking?
This track called "Word to the Bag."
Right. When we talked about the Jermaine album, I went back and I heard that song that Jermaine did about Michael. It was terrible though.
What?
Yeah, I didn't like that song. That song was
Word.
bad. And they have an interview. They had an interview with Jermaine on with Matt Lauer. This is like back in the day on the NBC morning show, and he's talking about that song.
Oh man.
Like why he had to call out his brother and all that. I'm like, come on.
That's crazy. Like you will call out your own little brother, really?
Exactly.
That's so petty.
Crazy.
And low key, I think it was like Jermaine being jealous
Yeah.
of how successful Michael was becoming.
Yeah. Michael shit on Jermaine even when he featured when he was a feature on Jermaine's album.
Yeah, that Tell Me If You're Dreaming song.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Right. You know. That was bad.
I find it so crazy. Like if either one of y'all were coming from like a big musical family, y'all wouldn't just up and diss now one of your siblings, right?
Exactly.
Especially
It's a lot of jealousy and sibling rivalry, you know. So
I mean, to a certain degree, yeah, but I mean, not as far as you going like, I don't know, talk shit about your own sibling on a song. I mean,
right. It was he must have been heated at that point, like, yo, I gotta make a diss song with my brother.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm still dreaming.
Favorite artist from Arista Records? Now or past?
What was the question?
Favorite artist from Arista Records?
Oh.
On top of my head, I would say Whitney. On top of my head.
Yeah.
I would say Biggie, because Bad Boy was with Arista.
Sure.
I know TLC was on Arista Records.
Right. Yeah, TLC was there. There was a lot of people.
Hey guys, my sister's calling me.
Okay.
Right.
My favorite song from Patti LaBelle is "Stir It Up," and "I Want to Be Free" from Tyler Perry's "Diary of a Mad Black Woman." Okay.
Oh, I remember Patty that song Patty did for that movie. Yeah.
Right. "Stir It Up," I remember. I thought she did like more than one song. Did she do more than a couple of songs for Beverly Hills Cop?
I don't know. I remember hearing "Stir It Up."
"Stir It Up," I remember. "Neutron Dance," that was another one. There's another one that Reg mentioned earlier. I forgot the name of it though. New Attitude. New Attitude. It was like a few of them. Reg, did she do the soundtrack, or she just had like a couple songs on the soundtrack?
She had a couple songs on the soundtrack.
Okay, yeah. New Attitude was a big hit also.
All right. So I have a few announcements. I got a mic.
Yeah.
So pretty much, y'all still ready for the Dancing in the Ceiling? Y'all want to start with Dancing in the Ceiling, or do y'all want to start with "You're the Man" by Marvin first from Motown?
Whatever. What's up, you?
Yeah, whichever you want to do.
Fuck, we're gonna do "Dancing in the Ceiling" just to get that over with. And what else? What else? Yeah, I still gotta this has been so fucking busy lately with all this Corona and school back in session that I didn't really have a lot of time to plan Motown shit. But I did send y'all the albums and stuff.
Yes.
And because I'm ready for this shit, because some of those albums that we're gonna talk about, I don't think YouTube's ready for this shit. I don't think YouTube's gonna be ready for this, because I don't think no one really did like a Motown month before or some shit.
Right. So it's 6 albums, and then we talking about the 2 shows.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And all those, and maybe like almost all of them are gonna be live, and some of them might be pre-recorded too. I'll let y'all know which is which.
Right.
Okay.
Because this whole StreamYard thing kind of like fucked me over and shit.
Yeah, I don't understand why StreamYard does that.
Right, 20 because 20 hours. I'm just like, but as the main time we did live shit, like we be going out for
Right.
maybe 3 hours and shit. But
I think they just want you to limit like the amount of episodes you do a month. You know,
right,
that's probably what it is.
yeah.
Possibly.
Also, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I said possibly that could be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Like, hell, motherfuckers be doing like live streaming for 4 hours and some shit. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. Also, next week I was also thinking about doing a review on Extinction Level Agenda next week.
Oh yes, definitely classic. And Murder Music is Sunday, right?
Murder Music is Sunday.
Oh boy. Oh
You
boy.
trying to jump on that, Ash? The Mob Deep?
I'm not really familiar with their stuff.
Oh, okay, good. Would you rather do the Busta album,
Which one?
the third one, Extinction Level?
All right.
Cool.
Ronnie said Whitney's self-titled debut or Whitney that came out in '87.
Self-titled. I never liked that second Whitney album like that.
What's the second Whitney album?
It was one that just says Whitney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like they try to do what they did with the first album, but more poppy. But it was still an okay album. I just never could stand it.
Yeah, her first one is classic, man. I grew up with that album.
I say I have that one. I have
Yeah.
her first one, and I have My Love Is Your Love and I'm Your Baby Tonight.
Yeah. First one I definitely got that one.
Yeah, man. That My Love Is Your Love album. I feel like that one is that was like one of her last great albums because I didn't give a shit Whitney either.
No, you know Wyclef talked about that on Talib's podcast when he was on there, and he said Bobby Brown is actually on the background vocals for that.
The song My Love Is Your Love?
Yeah, for the song.
I did not know that. I gotta re-listen to that because I did not know.
Yeah, he put Bobby on there.
Oh wow.
And he said he had 24 hours to do it because I think Clive Davis called him and he said Whitney wants to work with you, but you gotta come up with something in 24 hours. And he was at the piano and he came up with the chorus, and then he fleshed out like the lyrics and Whitney. You know, he went to visit Whitney and Bobby with all the chaos going on, and he was like, "Oh, she's real down to earth. She's real. She's not like some stuck up diva that people think she is." And yeah, he put Bobby on the chorus for that, on the background vocals for that song.
I never knew Wyclef produced My Love Is Your Love.
Yeah,
I've been on that.
He's in the video, right? He's in the video with him.
Did anything for it? I didn't know
I
that.
haven't seen the video in a while, so
yeah, I believe he's in the video.
Oh,
yeah, cause she had Q-Tip. Q-Tip did another song on there. I forgot the name of that song that she released.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Bobby Brown, I'm still reading his book, Every Little Step. Yeah, I made it to the chapter where he's talking about Whitney's passing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading LL's book last night too. I was at the part where this girl pretty much had a fight with him and stuff like that, to be real.
A fist fight?
Like, I think she just pounded him or some shit like that, you know. It is what it is.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I swear to God, yeah. I've been so tired lately. I haven't been, because I was supposed to do this Rampage review, but my fucking laptop restarted and shit like that, and it deleted my fucking notes for all those albums. I'm like kind of pissed out about that.
Oh man.
Yeah. Like, I always hate when it does stupid shit. I think he had to update my computer or some shit.
Right. Favorite song from The Infamous?
Temperatures Rising.
Survival of the Fittest. I just love the way it starts off. It's like that haunting melody. Great song. Today is Scott LaRock's birthday. Oh, his death. Okay.
Oh.
33 years since he passed away.
Damn.
Yo, it's crazy because said G actually. I mean, yeah, said G. He actually did an interview about Scott LaRock's death and stuff. I have to watch that.
Man, I don't even remember. I don't remember Scott like when I was younger. I don't remember him.
You say you don't remember Scott when you were younger?
Yeah, I mean, because like I was like I knew who BDP was. I wasn't really into BDP until like I want to say the Sex and Violence album, but I remember like I used to like hear about him. You know, KRS mentioned his name, but I don't remember when he got killed and all that.
Shoot.
Eye for an Eye, that was a great song.
Oh yeah, Eye for an Eye, that's a classic right there. But all the songs slap.
King said his phone glitched and it deleted his notes, so you feel what you're saying.
Yeah, man. And I could have sworn I saved that fucking notepad, but I'm just like, you gotta be fucking. And I was already having a bad day yesterday too. So I was like,
tomorrow is the 28 years since the Martins' first debut episode.
Oh man,
I didn't know that.
Martin.
That's right. That's right. Cause Fox started. They used to start their seasons early, like compared to the other networks. They started like the end of August.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish I could have been active around that time, like all the golden age of Fox, like with Martin, Living Single, Rock.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, shows that came out, I was like, yeah, I think I was still a kid during that time too. I didn't really know a whole bunch of them shows until I got to like middle school is when I started watching them. Like Different World, Living Single, Martin, and so on and so on.
Love and Life was dope. That was a dope album, you know. But I think Puffy tried to recreate. He tried to recreate. What's the phone one with that album? Because there was like a lot of collabs. 50 Cent was on there. Jay-Z was on there. Method Man was on there. But it was some dope tracks on there though. I thought it was slept on, but I think Puffy, being that he executive produced the album, he produced the album with Stevie J. He tried to recreate What's the 411 in like when that came out, like 2002, that Love and Life album. 2003, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some mixed feelings about that Love and Life album, like how pretty much like a lot of people kind of blame Puffy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You gotta blame him. When in doubt,
blame Puffy.
Yeah, I think that's the only Mary album I don't have from the 2000s that I don't have.
Yeah, that was like really slept on. And I don't think she came out with like maybe 2 songs from that. It's a rap and the joint she did with Method Man.
Oh.
But she had some bang. I like the song she did that she sang over the Grand Poobah I Like It beat. I think it's called Oh My Love. So I forgot the name of that joint, but she sang over the Grand Poobah I Like It. That DeBarge joint. You know, she had some bangers on there, but I just felt like you're trying to recreate a classic even in 2003 and it just didn't feel the same.
No.
Favorite Ice-T album, Original Gangster. I'm not a huge fan of Ice-T, but I did listen to that album. I think it's a dope album. One of his best, I want to say. I haven't listened to his other stuff though. Devil Cox, definitely. Devil Cox, the great RL reminded me of his work he done with Devil Cox last year.
We Can't Be Friends.
Yeah. I wrote songs with Devil Cox. I know all this. Yeah, Devil Cox was great. I think she's doing Broadway now, right? Doing like plays and shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, she was on Broadway, like doing like one of those those black romance. I don't want to say black romance, but one of them like hood plays she was doing.
Oh.
We Lost Reg. Kobe Bryant appeared on. Yes, I remember. I know this. Kobe Bryant was on the Homie remix for Anytime. I didn't know that. I thought you were talking about the other song that Brian McKnight did with him.
I
Or is
didn't
that
know
the same one? Is that the same one with the video and he has like a tuxedo on? You know, back when Kobe had like the afro. I didn't know that. Did not know that. Okay, that's the same one. Okay, I didn't know that was from the Anytime album though. You know that I think Kobe was signed to Columbia, so they were like pushing him as a rap artist at that time and trying to push it out. But the album never came out though. They need to put it out. If they put it out, that shit would automatically sell because it's Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this Wi-Fi though. Some
So
weird shit.
least favorite Nas album.
Jesus.
Nasir. I mean, if you want to call Nasir album, I still don't listen. I played Untitled again yesterday. I still don't like it. I like maybe about 3 songs, but I mean, if people love it, that's great.
Yeah, I might have to go with Nasi on this one.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Untitled, I will say this: a lot of the songs from Untitled definitely speak to what's going on now in society. So,
yep.
you know what I mean? I definitely feel like if anybody out there loves that album, definitely you should be bumping it right now during these times.
Damn, Ronnie, you said King's Disease? Really?
That's your least favorite? Nah, King's Disease was dope, man.
It was alright. I mean, it wasn't like
Defend this album. I'm defending this new album. King's Disease was a dope album. It's not a classic though. I know people say it's a classic. I'm like, nah, it ain't no classic. But there's some bangers on there, man. Like The Cure and Full Circle, 10 Points. He did an interview with Zane what's his name? Zane Lowe from Beats from Apple.
I thought you said Lil Zane.
Not little Zane Lowe, the white dude, the British, the Aussie cat. He did a Beats Apple Beats interview. Like it's like 18 minutes long. He's talking about doing the album. He was doing the album while during the Corona thing, and he had to stop for a while, and then he went back to the album. But he said he already had the title. He said the first song he wrote for the album was the intro, the King's Disease title track, and he already had the album title done before any of the pandemic happened, and just talking about the songs he did with Hit Boy and reconciling with Cormega and having the firm reunite on that song and doing the song with Big Sean. He talked about that. It was a nice little interview, but yeah, King's Disease is a dope album. I don't think that's a bad album at all. I don't like maybe like 2 or 3 songs I don't care for, but I think it's a solid album.
Hell yeah. Like, I'm just gonna say this once and for all. Nostradamus is overhated. I'm sorry.
I'm not going that far. Hey,
I'm being real. I'm being 100% real because I'm hearing so many hip hop heads be all like, "Oh, Nostradamus." Ooh, like I'm just like, have you heard Street Disciple? Have you heard
Street Disciple? To me, I like that better than Nostradamus, but they're not
man.
classics at all. But I mean, Nostradamus was okay. It had some songs that was dope, but I don't think it's not one of my favorites though. Like that would be least favorite too. But I think it's okay. It's an okay album. I feel like if he dropped the ball with the double album, if he had came out with the unreleased songs as a part of Nostradamus, it would have been a classic album. Like if you had Drunk by Myself on there and Papa Was a Player and Blazer 50, You Gotta Love It. If we got the original track listed for Nostradamus, that would have been a classic album. And because of the leak tracks, to me, I think I Am is still a classic, even though that track listing was different too. But I think that's still a great album that people don't mention.
I agree with that 100%.
But we definitely got to do an album review for those albums, man.
Yeah, that's probably gonna come next month. Cause I still got a few more albums to get a hold of because I'm gonna show y'all something.
Yeah. Favorite character from Boys in the Hood? Oh, Doughboy. Ice Cube, definitely.
Yeah, y'all don't want to miss this review right here. So,
So,
oh yeah,
true album.
I gotta give some respect to C Murder. Fuck that.
Come Get Me. Yeah, what's that thing about Master P said he cutting him off?
Oh, so this all started with Monica's.
Oh God, are you
Okay,
serious?
so like we said before, Monica and C Murder used to date back in the day and shit like that because Monica's a hood chick,
Right.
and it's not funny, but at the same time, it's just like okay. So Monica's making all these posts saying that she wants C Murder back because she recently got a divorce or some shit, and
Really?
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
and so like Kim Kardashian
Mm-hmm.
pretty much is helping free Master P and stuff like that.
Right.
And what happened? What? She's helping free Master P and C Murder says supposed like it's the first time I slept in like years and stuff like that. And P felt some kind of way because he just like we've been through a lot. Like all the money I put down for you and shit like that. And he
Mm-hmm.
pretty much called out Monica too.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
This is gonna get in. So and how the versus battle is coming on Monday with Brandy.
Mm.
Yo, Loki, but I can't get mad at P though. I really can't get mad at P because he done a lot for C Murder and shit
Right.
like that. But I can't really
Salute,
get mad
yeah.
at him. Nah.
Salute.
And Monica, you
Baby.
got all these damn kids and shit too. I'm just like,
Right.
how you gonna?
You got
How
Kid.
you
yeah.
gonna?
You got a
I like
baby.
Monica, but still, like, come on, baby.
She got a baby with Rocco. Does she have one with Shannon Brown?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a little girl with her ex-husband. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she got 2 boys and a girl.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll
Maybe
give
the
it a bit.
Bard song.
Oh, time will reveal.
Maybe the Bard song. All This Love, classic.
You wear it
Oh,
well.
That was dope.
yeah. I never heard the Rhythm of the Night album anyway, so.
Right.
Me neither. I just remember that one song.
Ronnie said my favorite song from Nostradamus is "Come Get Me" in terms of emo beat. That was a great track.
Come Get Me. Oh, that track is
Yeah,
classic.
that was dope.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm just gonna be real though.
Mm.
Some people are just lazy.
What?
You think Nas was lazy?
Oh no. I'm reading a text and my friend wants some help with an assignment to write like 5 sentences about himself and he needs my help with it. I'm just like
Why?
Yeah, what? If the sentence is gonna be about himself,
Yeah, why you
how is
need you?
that wrong?
Right,
He pretty much is talking about himself.
exactly.
Like,
Only you know yourself, right?
yeah, only you know yourself. How's that hard?
I swear to God, people are just funny as fuck.
Oh my god.
No, we finished it. This is actually for Reggie's channel because for some reason StreamYard got these stupid rules about
Yeah.
going over a limit. So I'm actually recording it for the homie, and then it'll be on his channel. But yeah, this
Yeah,
was a great album. Definitely, Patti Labelle is a legend.
Yep.
yeah, man. I cannot wait to this murder music review this Sunday though.
Yes.
I really can't wait for HNIC because hey, y'all better watch HNIC. Y'all better watch that fucking review because y'all been making me 2 years for this shit.
Right.
And don't worry, Shut 'Em Down is gonna come in October. Fuck it.
Favorite song from SWV? Uh,
Weak.
Rain.
um,
Yeah.
I actually love the song with that they did with Redman. Lose My Cool.
Was that from the Release Some Tension album?
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah. The thing about the Release From Tension album, I just felt like it was good, but it was too hip hop, man. Too
I mean,
fucking
well,
hip
that's
hop.
where they came from. They're from the Bronx. They're from the Bronx, and they did a lot of hip hop on this stuff.
Shit. I think even
Stream.
Coco.
Mm.
You said what?
No, I was talking to Go ahead. I was talking to Kim.
Even Coco said she kind of felt some type of way because that's why they had to do the song Rain and shit.
Mm.
And Rain is like one of my all time favorite SWV
Okay.
songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, StreamYard, they have a rule where there's a certain, like, if you don't like if you like have the free plan to do episodes, they have a limit on how many episodes you can do. So like that's why you're never gonna see me do like 10 episodes a month or something, because you'll go over the limit and then you gotta wait till they let you re-up on I guess streaming minutes or whatever on here. So Reg went over the limit and he couldn't do. He can be on as a guest, but he can't do episodes on StreamYard until they re up for him. That'll be on what, on Sunday? Did they re up for you?
Yeah, actually Saturday.
Saturday, right?
Okay.
And then when I looked at my limit, it said you're near the limit and we'll re up on Saturday. But I'm not doing a whole bunch of episodes every month. So it's a
Yeah,
stupid
man.
thing. It's just stupid. I don't know why they do that.
It is stupid because like I'm just like, first of all, y'all never had this crap before because all the episodes I'll be doing and y'all see me, all the episodes I'll be doing and stuff like that. I'm just like, come on, man. Y'all now telling me this crap now?
Right, you see what Guillermo said? He said "Rain" used to be my favorite song, but by SWV. But then I found out the actual meaning behind the lyrics. Now I'm good.
What?
Yeah, because it's a sex song. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah,
I
I heard
mean,
about. I heard that.
I mean, they downtown was a sex song.
Yeah,
If y'all
yeah,
know.
I know.
Exactly.
Downtown. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, and "Weak" is also a sexual song.
Hell yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
But low key though, low key man, a lot of '90s songs, even late '80s R&B songs, they always had to think about the rain. I think it started out with New Edition, if you ask me.
Can you stand the rain? Yeah.
Yeah.
that wasn't about sex. What are you talking about, man?
No, I didn't say it was about sex. I said a lot of R&B songs
Mm.
talked about rain. I
Right.
feel
Right.
like New Edition started it. Like, how many songs did Tyrese sing in the rain? How many songs did Usher sing in the rain? Or have the shower playing and stuff like that. And he all, y'all know, Carl
Mhm.
Thomas,
Right.
Right. Summer rain.
Omarion. Hell, Omarion, he did Icebox. So
Yeah. I
Right.
was gonna say. Yeah, he did Icebox. Yeah.
Yeah, Icebox.
I'm so
Mm-hmm.
cold, I'm so cold, I'm so
Cold.
cold.
So cold.
Hey, that's my joint.
For
I,
real.
I
that was
like
the
that
shit
joint.
back in
No,
06. I'll admit.
Entourage. That's on Entourage though.
No. I got one for you. Touch. Touch was.
Oh my.
I like the beat for that. I don't care for the song though. I like the beat though.
Touch you.
Yeah.
Touch.
That is-
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that shit was big when I was like in middle school, man.
It's
Right.
like, but then he did that post to be crap. I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro.
I remember that. I remember that.
I
I
ain't,
also remember he sampled the Barges song I Like It for his song You Like It.
Right.
I remember that shit.
well, that's creative.
Don't remember that.
Right? I mean, it ain't a bad song, but it's just like it was too obvious. Just the instrumental I heard in the background and it was looped and shit and
Who did this world? Who did If This World Were Mine better? Luther, Cheryl Lynn, or Marvin and Tammy?
Luther.
ooh,
Especially when they hit that, you know I need you, baby. When they hit that note, I was
oh
like,
my god.
even Marvin called Luther saying that he did good on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll admit, yeah, they killed it. The first time I heard Luther and Cheryl Lynn's version of If This World Were Mine was in the movie The Wood.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
DMX was dancing to Marion's Touch. When was this?
Hey, I
What?
remember that video.
What? When was this? I've never seen that.
Hold on. I'm gonna show it to y'all.
Okay.
Tupac Hit Him Up or Ice Cube No Vaseline. No Vaseline. I
No
love
Yeah.
Hit
Vaseline.
'Em Up. Vaseline was great though.
Yeah, I was watching
This is
that Rough Riders shit last night. I gotta finish up that stuff tonight.
right. This is recent or like back in the day, DMX?
This is like 05, 06.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
No, I still can't get over the one video of DMX when he did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the holidays.
Never remember that.
Oh, there's a video for that.
The video for that?
Uh-huh.
Classic. There goes that.
Yeah. I was surprised Try never seen that yet. I'm gonna find it and send it.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think I sent that to my dad one time.
Was he on drugs when he did this?
Nah.
No,
No?
it looked like he was in, I guess, like some radio station, and he was doing it like on I guess he was like, I don't know, just did it on the spot to me. That's what it looked like.
Again,
Hey,
was
yo,
he on?
so this dude said he can't put down for the Patreon, so I'm not gonna do that Nicki Minaj review at the moment.
Okay.
But I did plan on doing Labelle Mafia at some point, but I don't know when.
Why y'all want to hear us discuss Nicki Minaj so bad?
I mean, low key, that's one of her better albums, if you ask me. I ain't gonna front. That's one of her better albums. But everything else, I'm good.
Right.
But but Notorious K.I.M.
That was
Jesus Christ.
It was on Vlad TV. I never seen it.
that was awful.
Yeah, I put the link in the chat.
Vivica A. Fox used to be a Soul Train dancer. I didn't know that.
What?
Yep.
Ronnie, how do you come up with this? Are you looking on Wikipedia or you just know this stuff?
Know all this.
Oh no, she actually did an interview recently about it, so I can vouch on
I
that.
did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Damn.
But Ronnie, he be hooking me up on some facts on Instagram too. I ain't gonna front.
Right.
Both Ronnie and Sam, they be on that. They be on that shit. But shout out to Sam, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, question: are y'all fans of Aerosmith, by the way?
I like a lot of their songs. You know, I listened to one Aerosmith album. It was like back in the 70s though. I forgot the name of that one.
I'm not really familiar with.
Oh yeah, we could definitely discuss Aerosmith. You know, another something different other than hip hop all the time.
True.
No,
just asking.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, but what were you saying?
Whatever Aerosmith you like, you prefer the 70s or 80s Aerosmith?
Mostly 70s. But hit or miss after between 87 and 93, hit or miss, but everything else.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Aerosmith stuff like that. So
Jenny's Got a Gun, classic.
I heard that title, but I haven't listened to the song. So.
Oh, Sam, what you know about that Black Flag and Bad Brains, though?
Jenny's Got a Gun.
I love that song.
I love that.
Loving in the elevator. Oh my god. And they from Boston too, so I know Try. I know you fuck with that shit.
Yes. Sweet Emotion, classic track.
Yeah. But low key, this might be controversial, but I always felt like the first album I liked, but it was too Led Zeppelin influenced in my opinion. Cause low key, Dream On sounds low key like a Led Zeppelin song in a weird way.
Dream On. Bad Brains and Black Flag, Sam wants us to do.
Yeah, Bad Brains. What? I love Bad Brains.
Bad Brains and Black Flag. And we're not talking about the roach spray. We ain't talking about the roach spray.
Oh, y'all know Bruce Willis had an album on Motown?
Yeah,
the actor? The actor?
Yeah, he had
I didn't know that.
He had an album at one point in his life.
Did not know that. What time was this?
Oh God!
I didn't know he was a singer. What time was this? Like during the Die Hard era or when? When was that?
87, 88. When he was talking about Moonlight and shit.
87, 88. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
I didn't even know. Who's your favorite West Coast rapper, East Coast rapper, and Southern rapper?
God damn.
Really?
That's Kim that's asking us that. That's not Ronnie.
I know.
Favorite West Coast rapper? Favorite West Coast rapper. Well, I'm not gonna say Tupac because he wasn't from the West. Favorite West
Right.
Coast rapper, probably I would say Ice Cube. I love the early Cube stuff. Favorite East Coast rapper, Nas. Favorite Southern rapper, I love Rick Ross. That's I love Andre and Rick Ross to me.
Shoot. When it comes to West Coast, man, I'll probably say I'm not gonna go with Tupac, man. I'm just gonna be real.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, Pac. I mean,
Yeah. Favorite East Coast rapper. I'm not gonna say Rakim because I talk too much about Rakim, but I'm gonna say KRS-One just for what he did for South Bronx and just throwing PM Dawn off the stage and shit.
damn.
And Southern rapper. Oh shit.
Hmm.
I have to think about this one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say Andre. But I would say possibly. Shit. Fuck. On top of my head, I'm just gonna say Ludacris. On top of my head.
Okay. I already said my West Coast was Pac. East Coast, Biggie. Southern rapper. I'll have to say T.I.
Hey, okay. And along with Tip.
Yes, favorite KRS-One song.
Who's asking that? King?
No, Ronnie actually.
Oh. On top of my head, I'm gonna say A Friend from the I Got Next album.
I'll say MCs Act Like They Don't Know. Love that beat.
Got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Favorite Brandy album?
The first one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Have you ever?
Okay. Shit. I'm gonna have to go with Full Moon on some real shit.
Full Moon was dope.
Okay.
Hey, Brandy, have you ever Full Moon? I like that.
Oh god.
Alright.
Oh no.
Favorite Beyonce album? Fuck it.
Oh damn.
The first one.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm good.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Lemonade.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Lemonade, wow.
Yeah. Like I said before, like Beyonce in the 2010s, man. I'm like, okay, I like this shit.
Mm. I'll have to go with B-Day.
What's your thing about the new one, the visual album?
I didn't finish watching Black is King yet, so I gotta finish up.
I have not watched that yet either, so.
Okay. I like it.
Ooh. King, respect. You said Brother Lynch Chung is your favorite West Coast rapper. Respect. Yeah, I like this King with the capital K, dude. He's official. I like
You
this guy.
know his shit. You know his stuff. Definitely a great collector.
Sure. What's your favorite Brother Lynch Chung album, King? I'm curious. Sam said, "Do you like the comedian Godfrey?" Yeah, Godfrey is funny. I like his interviews.
Yeah.
Very smart dude.
Favorite song from Genuine. So Anxious.
Pony.
Differences.
Love that song.
I got a story with that song Pony though.
Oh God.
So storytelling with Reg again.
Yeah.
So I was at a club with a couple of friends and shit like that, and the DJs in North Carolina are so predictable sometimes. Right. Every time they used to play Bump and Grind, so we have to find a girl to play Bump and Grind, and someone Bump and Grind on the party.
I remember when they used to do that when during undergrad. I remember that.
Yeah. So you know me, I'm like scooping to find out the freaks and shit. So I got behind this girl, and next thing you know, once Pony dropped, she dropped it down, and I had her right. I had her like this and shit, and then we just do that shit. And then another time, I got behind this big girl one time, right?
Lord.
Like she was like really big, and so I jumped on her fucking back and shit, and like a fucking 40.
Wow.
I jumped on the fucking back and shit, and rode her like a wife.
Oh God.
Man, this was back in the time when I was like a fucking freak in the club and shit, man. I got class now. Let me stop. I got class.
Class.
Oh, okay. He said 24 deep, session up to sickness and loaded. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, man. I got class and I can't be doing all that crazy shit on occasion like that.
That's crazy.
Then I was at Art of Cool, and it was like free Hennessy there, right? And then I had some edibles on me, so I was fucked up, and it was an Erykah Badu concert.
Oh,
so so then this one girl started dancing, twerking on me and shit. So what could I do? I was gonna let her twerk on air and shit like that, so I helped her out. But I hate when a girl twerks on air, so you want to help them out. They be like, nah. I'm like, what the fuck you twerking for?
Exactly. Just to do it.
Like, what the fuck you twerking for if you ain't got no ass?
Oh my God, I can't stand.
Okay.
That makes no sense to me. Like some of the girls who do be twerking don't have nothing.
Right, man.
What kind of sense does that make?
No. Who did lately better, Stevie Wonder or Jodeci?
Stevie.
I like the Jodeci one, but Stevie's a legend. I mean, they're both legends, so I mean, I don't think you can go either way.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of shit about Nas lately about this whole Tupac shit with Nas.
Why even bring that? Why they even bringing that up like 20-something years later?
That's stupid.
You know what I mean? Like half of the Hot 97 interview, like Ebro's asking him about, we know about what tell us about the beef with you and Pac, and then I'm like, and he's getting into the whole thing about Big. I'm like, come on, man. Why we talking differently so?
Is it?
Because Snoop Dogg, he told a story about how Tupac and Nas squared up at the VMAs or some shit, and it's like niggas always changing up their stories and stuff like that. So it's just like
I never understood that either. Like how the fuck you gonna end up changing your story when you all know good and damn well what really went down?
The thing I heard was like they met up and Jungle had a gun on him and he was about to shoot Tupac.
Oh,
that was actually.
I heard Nas had some goons and stuff like that with them, and he stepped up to Pac. That's what I heard.
When Reed used to do those artist documentaries and they did one for Nas, like behind the music, they did mention that like Jungle had a gun on him at that time, and he was ready to pull it out and Nas stopped him from pulling it out to shoot Pac or whatever.
Shit. Man, that's what I got. Every time people mention Pac and stuff like that, they're always trying to bash his name.
Why are we talking about? We still talking about that? Why? They're dead. They're not here to defend themselves, and it's already in the past.
Yeah, it's been 20 some odd years since both of them passed. I mean,
that's why Tupac said like they fear me in physical form, but they talk all that shit when in spirit and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I never understood that. Like people who want to talk so much shit behind your back, but don't have the balls to say it directly to your face.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I watched this YouTuber called Discretion TV and stuff like that, and he's not a Nas fan or a Jay-Z fan or a Biggie fan. So every time he be talking about Biggie, he's like, when Biggie got his wig pushed back, I'm like, damn.
What the fuck?
He called Snoop Froggy Frog.
What in the?
Yo, he be having me rolling. I'm a fan of all these rappers and shit, but I'm like, yo, he be having me rolling with these nicknames like Snoop Froggy Frog, Notorious P.I.G. when he got his wig pushed back. But Loki, I don't. It's funny how all these Pac fans never go after the Outlaws because Pac specifically told these bitches never sign with Death Row Records, and after he died, they signed to Death Row Records, but you ain't never hear no one go after the Outlaws like they go after like Biggie and stuff like that, which I don't fucking understand.
The interview I remember seeing an interview with Young Noble and Edie, and they talked about like how they were only I guess they were saying like they were only cool with Death Row because of Pac, but it wasn't officially on the label.
Yeah,
like they were gonna sign with his label, with Machiavelli Records, and they were gonna come out with, I think Young Noble was the first that was gonna come out solo, and then everybody else, but it never happened.
Yeah, because Onyx was also supposed to sign to Death Row at one point, but Pac told him not to, and even Black Moon
Onyx?
too.
What?
Onyx, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never
Radio
knew
Star
that.
did an interview about that shit.
Black Moon. So it would have been what? Black Moon would have like Duck Down would have been under Death Row.
Yeah, like the Death Row East stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I knew they were cool with Pac, but I didn't know he was gonna like they was gonna sign them. Death Row East and Duck Down.
Yeah, because Big Daddy Kane was supposed to be on Death Row East, Bobby Brown, Wu-Tang. I want to say Queen Latifah too. I could be wrong on that.
Wu-Tang under Death Row.
I'm glad that didn't happen because
Yeah, I can't see that. They had their own one. I couldn't see that.
shit.
You know,
Even Biggie and Fat Joe wanted to make a.
RZA was gonna take orders from Suge Knight on what to release. I don't see that happening.
Real.
You know. Yeah, Jazzy Faye, he's still producing.
Yeah, he was under Eric Sermon and shit.
Was he?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So when Eric Sermon,
his father was in a band, a group or something, and his father passed away.
Who, Jazzy Faye?
Yeah, his father was in not the Four Tops. It was like a R&B group back in the day. The Higher Player. Yeah.
Hold on. I heard about that crap. Hold on. The Barcades. James Alexander.
Yeah, that's his father.
Yes. Yeah, he was the only guy that survived that Otis Redding plane crash and stuff like that, because people don't know those two Barcades and stuff.
Right. Drop a Gem is way better. They didn't even call out Pac a name on that joint. At least Pac called out niggas' names on there.
I have to agree. Drop a Gem is way better than Hit 'Em Up.
I love Drop a Gem, but it's like shit. At that time, they could have been talking about anybody.
But see, that's the thing about hip hop back at that time, because that was around the time when subliminals was becoming popular and stuff like that.
Right.
And if you really listen closely to the lyrics and shit, like,
oh yeah, well we know they talking about the Pac. I mean, I'm just saying, like, why didn't just like the way that like Mobb Deep when they did what's the joint Crawling. It wasn't Crawling on the Infamy album about Jay-Z too. They didn't call out Jay's name.
I thought it did call out Jay.
It's like a line. It's like one line where Patti says something about Ace to the Izzo, but he didn't like. So we know it's Jay, but I'm just saying, like, still, say the nigga name out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because when Pac did diss songs, he called niggas by name. Like he got joints about dissing the Fugees and the Brat, Little Kim and LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? He got songs like that.
Hell, even Kid and Play called out 2 Live Crew by name and shit.
Right. Right.
Next question. That
I love that. That P Rock did that joint.
Yo, that's like one of my all-time underrated diss tracks from Kid and Play.
Yep.
Like that next question shit. Then 2 Live Crew came out with Pussy Ass Kid and Punk Ass Play.
Yeah.
That beef is classic, man. That's one of my classic beefs right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer a few more questions. I gotta do some studying myself.
Hit 'Em Up was mostly Outlaws. I mean, well, anytime Pac did shit with the Outlaws, it was mostly Outlaws. Fading War Stories, that was fire.
Hold on, I'll be right back. My food's outside.
Yeah. That was their first appearance? Who told you that? That was their first appearance on Wax? I don't think that was their first appearance on Wax. The whole Outlaws crew? I think I heard them before then. Who did Ribbon in the Sky better, Stevie or Intro?
Stevie.
Yeah, Outlaws was better with Pac when Pac was featured. Reg getting lunch at 4:39 in p.m. in the afternoon and shit. Was it? I thought the Outlaws. I thought I could have sworn I heard the Outlaws like before the All Eyes on Me album. I mean, before the before the double album. Was that their first appearance on All Eyes on Me?
No,
It wasn't on Me Against the World? I thought it was on Me Against the World.
Yeah, they were on Me Against with a Dromicidal.
Oh, okay. Would you? Yeah, Beatnuts. I would love to definitely do like a Beatnuts discography because they've always been like one of my favorite like production teams and rap groups. I think they're heavily slept on. Favorite member from Outlaws. I was a big Fatal. I actually saw Fatal Hussein live with Naughty when Naughty had brought him out as a guest, and I remember that he was definitely like one of my favorites. Young Noble is dope. Yeah, but I definitely would like to discuss some Beatnuts stuff at some point. Musical Massacre is one of my favorite albums. Stone Age,
I'm not the biggest Beatnuts fan, but I like the earlier stuff up to like
yeah,
Stone. My favorite song is "Lick the Pussy" from them.
yeah. Stone Crazy, I said Stone Age, Stone Crazy, Street
Yeah.
Level, Intoxicated Demons EP. So,
Yo, say what you want about Chick-fil-A, but this lemonade is heaven.
or
They got good lemonade, man.
Chick-fil-A at 4:40. He's having.
Yeah, I even have that breakfast. I just had a banana and some plantain for breakfast and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry as fuck.
So,
Last night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, I made like an omelet and mac and cheese and chicken and shit. So I was like, fuck, I'm not even down.
Oh wow.
favorite song from the Buckheads.
Soul Finger.
Reggie's the only one I know that can make dinner at 2:30 in the morning, yo. You eat like I got a 14-year-old cousin. He be like making shit at like at those times too. But you know, teenagers
Damn.
eating habits change though. I was like that too.
Mm.
On some real shit, I be having some insomnia lately because I be waking up like 6 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
and I be like, damn, I can't go back to sleep sometimes or some shit. I'll be get like 2 hours of sleep or some shit.
Mac and cheese and vanilla shake. That's what they have at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you didn't know they had mac and cheese?
I don't eat Chick-fil-A. Like I slowed down on like a lot of fast food, so I don't. It's like once in a blue, but I never had Chick-fil-A, so I don't know what they have.
Oh, they been had the mac and cheese some time ago because my mom she always be getting some of that sometimes.
See now back in the day, I probably would have been eating everything on that menu, but you know.
No, my go-to whenever I do go to Chick-fil-A, I get that grilled chicken sandwich.
And low key, and I'm just gonna say one thing. Yeah, I know Chick-fil-A supports Trump, but I see all these fake woke fans. They used to eat Chick-fil-A, but once they hear all that, they're like, "Oh no, fuck Chick-fil-A and all that bullshit." But
did you hear about Jaheim? Jaheim is supporting Trump.
What?
Yes, the R&B singer Jaheim. Yes, he made a post about it. Yes, and they've been dragging him online about it. Yep.
Oh hell.
He's a Trump supporter.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn, Jaheim, I thought you were a better man and shit. What
they've been dragging him online for that. So.
Oh fuck.
Oh yo, right. King, I definitely X rated is my that news official. Sam said I prefer Olive Garden over Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I like Olive Garden. I like their food.
I've been to Olive Garden, I think, once with some of my family. They alright.
Yeah. I'm more for Cheesecake Factory person over Olive Garden to keep it a buck.
It's been a minute since I even set foot in a Cheesecake Factory, man.
I never set foot in a Cheesecake Factory, but
low-key, like remember how I'm gonna say this one more thing before I head out. Remember how I said that girl who got killed at Bojangles and shit?
Yeah.
Right.
If somebody killed me in a restaurant, make me a restaurant that has like a lot of money and shit. Cause like I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny though, but I would hate to like get killed like in a Burger King or a Bojangles or some shit.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Ronnie said they need to do an unsung off Jaheim. I don't think so. I feel like it's more.
No, not at this time, especially now. Just hearing that he a Trump supporter too. Hell no.
Shit.
That ain't fast food podcast. Word, right? You do a segment on fast food and shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
I've seen people do that. I've seen people podcasts where they talk about like, you know, their favorite fast food and shit like that.
Mm.
Fun.
All right, I'm gonna answer probably one more question on the chat. What I'm trying to see what I didn't answer. Oh, who did "Ribbon Up the Sky" better, Stevie or Intro? That's actually a tough one. Because Intro is very good too.
Yeah, I'll admit, Intro's rendition of it was really good, but that's a hard choice. But if I had to pick one, I said Stevie too.
Right.
I also like Diana Ross's cover when she did it in one of her concerts and stuff too.
I did not know that.
I know that.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to y'all later.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I'm actually about to get back to studying and shit because it's almost about to be 5 o'clock. And
I was studying like earlier, and I know there's this webinar from that I'm going to be taking a look at in like 15 minutes, and then I'm doing yoga later, and then after that I'll get back to studying. So,
bet. I definitely appreciate you letting me do this shit on your channel and shit after last night. This actually was kind of calming and stuff.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all find this album if y'all a Patti fan and stuff like that. Very, very dope album. Stay tuned this Saturday where we live review LOX's new album.
Yes.
Which I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that because LOX.
Maybe they're surprised like Nas did. So we'll see.
It can be hit or miss sometimes too. So.
Yep.
All right, and on this Sunday, Murder Music.
Yes.
Excuse me. I hope y'all have a good night. I may do another review later, depending on what time, but I'll let y'all know.
All right.
But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my 5 o'clock lunch, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Hope y'all have a good afternoon, not a good night. Peace. Stay blessed.
Peace.